Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. So this is February 1st that I'm recording this, 2025. And after a little break, I did decide to make a new episode for you guys, really come back. I missed you guys so much. I really did. I mean, really, this is a dialogue, so you're listening to me right now. But I would love to hear you speak and see your beautiful expression. Artists are allowed, they're exploring the human condition, which obviously starts from within, from what you have, immediately available to you, which is your body, your mind, your energy. This is all you need, really. I mean, we're creating our world constantly. Anyways, so I'm back now and I want to just give a little bit of an update of what's been going on and my vision for the future as of right now, as of February 2025. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I guess let's begin. I did, my this podcast originally just came from uh, my love of philosophy and exploring new things and really trying to get to the root of like what's the most important, the most essential thing here. That's what I've been trying to find my whole life is like, what's the most important thing to this life that we should all be focusing on, right? What's the point of it all, really? And I have things that I've explored. And then I started taking guests on. And so my original idea was to have artists kind of come in and talk about their creative process. Not just because I find it immensely interesting, just that every artist kind of develops their own process of how it is that they reach the world, I guess you could say, because it starts from inside. Every piece of art comes from a very pure place. And every single person is so different that every single piece of art, every expression is totally unique. It's never been done before. Now that excites me so much. I just feel like there's a lot of power in novelty, in doing something new, doing something that hasn't been done before. And of course, it's gonna meet some resistance, as anything new will be met with opposition at first. It will be met with resistance. I always remember this quote. I think Gandhi said it, uh, that first they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they start arguing with you, and only after that you've won, right? Because if you're gonna say something new, if you're gonna put out some art, you're not doing it to really ultimately impress anyone. You're not trying to get an effect or an emotion or something out of them. You are just saying your message. You're just saying exactly how you feel in that moment. You're speaking your truth. This is what art teaches us to do, is to be in the moment. Like right now, I'm talking, like there's no script. I'm not reading this off of anything. I'm literally in the moment. I'm present and I'm just saying what's coming to my mind, right? Coming to my head. I mean, if you notice yourself in speech, like when you're talking to someone, you'll see it almost happens automatically. Like, unless you have some sort of like you're trying to sell them something, then it's gonna come off genuine, right? If you don't have any hidden motives, if you don't have any like what is it called? Like a like an alternate agenda or whatever. Like if you're not, just talk. You just talk and it just comes out and that's what it is and that's who you are. And it's beautiful. It's so simple. Um so anyways, back to the update. I like to go off on tangents. Hopefully that's entertaining to you. Hopefully you're enjoying my thoughts. Please share. I'm doing this so that hopefully it sparks something in you. So, so a few things. First of all, as you guys might already know, if you're following me on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, on X, I am at Dimitri Make Love on all of those. Facebook too. I did come up with some plans. I took all month to really rehash my life, to really rethink things through and set a better direction. And it is a new year, and this is a very exciting year of the snake, which is my year. I was born in the year of the snake, so I'm very, I'm just like open to seeing what happens this year, right? Who knows? Um, be comfortable in the unknown, right? Like I say that a lot. The unknown is not bad. Don't fear it, right? I had a new song that I released January 17th, so it was already a little over 2 weeks ago. Um, Kind of my biggest release to date. If you guys know, I'm a musician. That's kind of my biggest passion. It's what I put the most amount of time in. Over 20 years, I've been writing songs, and I just came out with one that really means a lot to me. It's called My Eyes That See. It was written when I was processing the world and a lot of things. And anyways, check it out. My Eyes That See. My artist name is Zero Dot Demeter. And it's really like the best thing I've done so far. Moving on, I am working on a brand. The mission is bigger than, just me. The whole point of it is to empower creators that are thriving. That is what it is. And it's going to be called Forever Green. Forever Green. Forever Green. Still working on it. And I do have a free ebook about it already. So let me know if that's something you want to check out. I really want to, like, my whole mission now is to just get people to do more art. I think that is the way things are just lining up in such a way that it's like, this is the only thing that makes sense going forward. All these jobs are about to be automated with computers, with AI. It's a huge revolution happening in that sense. Who knows if it's good and bad, but I think that it is good, especially for artists, because we're gonna have more free time to do art, right? And that's perfect because art, real, true human art, a computer cannot do. It takes a real living person with a heart to create art that is really gonna evoke something real, you know? AIs can copy and then they create like the best like logical version of the thing. But true art, we will always be able to tell the difference. At least artists will, and especially because now it's like a renaissance of creators now. I mean, it's so easy to create, more than ever before. It's so easy to create. It's easier to get the thing in your head out into the world. And I mean, yeah, that's kind of the name of the game. It is a struggle. It is hard. It's not easy to just, like put your truth out there, to speak what you really, really intend to say. That's why we work on art. That's why we keep refining the process. We make it better and better. We make it more authentic. With every action, it becomes more and more authentic. That's what we need, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying that we need. We need more art. We need people to do more art. We need people not to be afraid to express themselves, to show who they are. Like really show who you are. You spend so much time with yourself in your head, thinking these things. Now, time to tell someone, like time to like, how long can you go before, what's the point, Why are we in our head thinking all this stuff? Like, it's not going anywhere. Nobody even knows that you're going through all this stuff. At least let people know. At least make an artwork out of it. Like paint a picture, like just write some words down, say it, say what you really, really want to say. What is it that you actually really have been like holding in for so long? Like, is it, does it hurt that the person you loved left you? That's okay. You're not the only one to go through that. You make a song, you could help someone down the line, or you could wallow in your self misery and just like get eliminated. I mean, what's the point, Do art. That's the whole message I'm trying to say. Been trying to say. I'm gonna keep trying to say. Do art. Do more art. Even if you're already an artist, even if you already write songs or paint pictures or what have you, you could be doing more. You could be doing even more than that. Okay. There's there's a story, I think I might have already spoken on it on this podcast at one point, but I read this story one time where this art teacher, he decided to do an experiment with his students. And I guess they were doing pottery, like they were making clay, pots and things like that. And he split the classroom up into two groups, two equal size groups, and he told the first group to work on one vase for a whole month and to make it as perfect and as perfect as it can be, like to put their wholehearted effort into making it the most beautiful thing it can be. For 30 days, they had 30 days to work on this one vase. Okay. And then the second group, he told them to make as many vases as you can, like just to make a lot of them over the 30 days. Make them as quick as possible, just like spit them out, just as many as you can. Just make a bunch of them, right? So the 30 days goes by, and at the end of that run, I guess, what happened was they looked at who had, the best art. And it wasn't the group that was working on this one piece for 30 days. It was the group that made a lot of them. And I think that's such an important lesson for artists and for creators, is to not get hung up on just this one perfect thing, but to express and to make as much as possible. Find a process and then just spit it out. Spit out your whatever it is you're doing, just make a lot of it. Make a lot of it. You look at anyone successful and you look at everything they've done, and they've done like a lot of things. What is it? Like Picasso had like, thousands of paintings or whatever, probably more. I don't know what the exact number is, but Van Gogh, nobody even knew him, when he died. And turns out he had all these paintings, right? So they weren't out there trying to like sell their art to people, like trying to make people kind of be convinced to buy it. No, that defeats the purpose of art. Art, it should be right away. It should be good, or it's like, well, it's okay. All expression is amazing, right? But real good art is gonna hit you a certain way. It's gonna kind of come out of left field, and it's gonna open up your eyes, because there's gonna be something in it that speaks directly to you, or basically it gives a piece of yourself expression, a piece of yourself that has been neglected. So if something triggers you, or if you're drawn to something, it's actually you, your soul, saying you need more of that thing, you know? So anyways, oh yeah, you see me on the computer right there? Wait, this way. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, me just say a few more things. Um, so why do art? I mean, why? Why do art? I want you to think about this. I want you to come up with some answers here. So I mean, you know already. So then it's like you already have an idea in your head. And if you don't, that's fine. But why do art? Well, again, the way it's going, man, like AI is about to automate everything, all the menial labor for us. All the cars are gonna be driving with AI, etc. It's like you don't have to, we're not gonna have to work anymore, you know? And like now that Trump is coming to office, I mean, it just feels like such a quickening, like everything's kind of speeding up even faster. It's like a lot to handle, honestly. But, business is going up and art is going up. Well, yeah, art is going up, right? I mean, why create art? Well, maybe because it just feels good. Like, I guess, like, this is what, like, ever since I've been doing these podcasts, right? Ever since I've been putting myself on camera, it's like, I can't express the amount of value and like joy and love that I generated for myself doing this. You know why? Because as I've always said my whole life, expression is the most satisfying thing. When you finally say that thing that you couldn't say for so long, and then you finally say it, it's like one of the best releases you can have. It's just like feels so good to express yourself. And more than that, this is how we integrate our souls into our bodies through art. Yeah, because it's like for art to happen, for you to, I don't know, paint a picture or to play a song, so many things have to align in your body. Everything has to kind of like come together and carry out this purpose. And when you're doing art, it's really like your soul wants to do art. For your body, it might not make sense. It doesn't, like, your body is going to be like, well, is this helping us survive? You know? Well, I guess like it could make sense to the body because again, it feels good, right? It feels good to be something, to be yourself. It feels good to break through all the boundaries, all the societal limitations that told you, you shouldn't express yourself. Like that feels so good. That's why creativity is a rebellion. That's what I said before. It's because it does feel like you're kind of like breaking rules. I understand. Like if you step into something you've never been in there before, it's like anything could happen, right? And it's all right because everything's a cycle. We come back to where we start, okay? But truly, apparently, originally, we were not supposed to experience death, okay? And that's some stuff from Cathara, which I think I will be getting into maybe on this season, maybe this year. That's another something that I kind of want to start slowly bringing in because something I've been studying for many years. That's all I'll say about it. And for now, just know that, you have 12 chakras and that we're meant to ascend, not die. Okay. Finally, yeah, do more art. If you're listening to this, Like that's what I'm trying to push on you. That's the only thing I'm trying to tell you is that do more art. Even if you're already doing art, you could be doing more art. Keep doing art, keep refining your processes. It just gets easier the more you do it. Keep doing art. And if I can help you in any way, if you need, an ally, if you need to just talk about it with someone, let me know. Okay. We artists are prone to being kind of like getting into, being isolated sometimes. God knows, like I felt isolated so much. Probably most of my life, I felt like I'm by myself, like, and art makes that a little bit more difficult because now on top of just being by yourself, you also have this really beautiful thing that you think is beautiful, right? That you really poured your blood, sweat, and tears into, this thing that you've been really caring and nurturing for. And now you have to like show it to the world. You have to like bring it in front of all these random people, you know? So, yeah, it can be difficult. I know that. But you have to do it. You have to do it. You owe it to yourself because whatever it is you made, you created. Like when you created it, you thought it was the coolest thing. It was the best thing. I know. When you're creating something, you love the thing you're creating. You have to. And then, after you've made it, you think about, oh, what will people think, right? And oh, like that's it. I'm not showing it to anyone, right? But no, it's not about other people ultimately, right? The audience comes last. That's what Rick Rubin says. The audience comes last. You have to do it for you first. As part of your own life, as part of your own healing for yourself, okay? And trust me when I say every art piece you make for yourself is just gonna grow. It's just gonna grow who you are. It's gonna make it easier to say what you need to say in every moment. It's gonna make it easier to be present. It's gonna be easier to respect all of life and to have compassion for other people who like, it's like, you see them struggling, or you just know yourself, you know how it hurts for you. And then why would you want to do that to anyone else? Okay. So do more art. Please do more art and let me know if I can help. I have a lot of free time right now. I'd love to like connect, hop on a call. Let's do this. Let's create some stuff, guys. There's so much to be done still. We're living in amazing times and it's only getting better, guys. Thanks so much for being here. See you next time.